Hi, so welcome back to another video. And today's video is all about the insights happening in the Ras Al Khaimah. A lot of people have speculated about the news of Wynn Casino, what is building up in Ras Al Khaimah right now. And today is the day where the market is very hot for specifically Ras Al Khaimah Marjan Island. As you're seeing on the back of my screen, that UAE have already granted the first commercial gaming license to Wynn. The news has been going on for a few years now. So now the government have made it official, and the GCGRA, the Gaming Commercial Gaming Regulatory Authority, is now jumped in and they have granted their first license in UAE to Wynn Al Marjan, which is going to be the first beachfront casino. It's going to be a very massive development. Because of this, the market of Marjan Island have already picked up. Since my last video on Marjan Island, I have been getting a lot of responses and a lot of questions regarding the Marjan Island and what is happening in Ras Al Khaimah. Is that true? Is that really true? That the kind of returns the people are expecting? And a lot of people have different mindsets when it comes to investments. But a lot of investors who are very smart, especially the people who have the experience in Macau, and especially the people who have experience in Marina Bay, Singapore, and of course the Wynn in Las Vegas, they really know what kind of market it holds. Whenever there is an advent of casino, what it does to the economy. So on the screen, if you're seeing, if it's not clear, I will make sure that this will pop up on the screen so that you can see it clearly. But you can search it out over the Khalij Time. The article has been posted that UAE grants its first commercial gaming license to Wynn Resorts, and now Abu Dhabi have already jumped in, and MGM is also applying for their gaming license. So the question that really comes to our mind, that will the other casinos be affecting the market of Marjan Island or not? Will the price will drop or it will keep rising? So I have a very different theory. I have helped a lot of investors buying into Marjan Island and also the vicinity around that Marjan Island where the Wynn Casino is. So first, let's go over some insights, what is happening. Then I will tell you my personal recommendation in Marjan Island, what kind of projects that my investors are buying, especially, so that you will have a clear idea about it. So now, if you can see over the screen, so this is the official page over the LinkedIn of Wynn Las Vegas. You can also check it out for yourself. They have been very active and they have been announcing it for quite a time now. So they have already hired their top management to look over the Wynn integrated resorts in Al Marjan Island. And this is one of the article that I can share with you if you can connect with me over the WhatsApp. So that makes it rock solid that it is going to happen. And from what I have heard, that there is a community in Ajman, Al Zora city, uh, very beautiful beach style living, and the golf course is there. Some of the developments have already been handed over, and some of the developments are still under construction. So a lot of people who are actually hired by Wynn Al Marjan, they are picking up their homes in that community of Al Zora, and a lot of staff of the Wynn Al Marjan is also investing into the Marjan Island properties. But there are 25 to 30 developments ongoing on Marjan Island. I will come to that specifically, but let's go over what is happening since the news of casino. What is actually happening in Marjan Island? What is actually happening in Ras Al Khaimah? Like, if the visitors are increasing or not. So I will share with you the RAC TDA report right now. So we will have a clear look that it is on the upward trajectory, and by the time the casino will be handed over, this will double into the amounts, and there are not enough housing and hotels available currently. And I've been saying this for quite a time, but you will understand when you check the numbers. So if you can see, this is the RAC TDA report. This is an official report, has been posted by Tourism Development Authority. This you can see on the dark blue side is the tourist influx, and this is on the right hand side is the total rooms available. So Ras Al Khaimah, as I have already explained it in my video, that it holds already a population of 400,000 people living inside it. But In Ras Al Khaimah, there are three separate islands, beachfront island, which is Alhambra, Mina Al Arab, and Marjan Island, where the new housing is developing, and some of the hotels are already active there. So if you can check the numbers, that there were in 2019 1.1 million people have visited, and in 2020 the number went down because of the COVID, and in 2021 the number started increasing, picking up. But let's come to 2023. This is the key part. So from this time, the tourist influx have increased as well, and I will show you the comparison of 2023 versus 2024, what is happening and how the numbers are increasing every year on year. In 2023, if you can see that 1.2 million 20,000 people have visited Ras Al Khaimah, and there are currently the residential spaces available are 220,000, 227,000. So this doesn't include the Marjan Island. This includes the whole of Ras Al Khaimah. So there are other housings available in Ras Al Khaimah as well. But not every housing is for the hospitality sector. So there's Mina Al Arab, a beachfront destination. There is Alhambra, and then there comes Marjan Island, where the Wynn Casino is developing. And another thing, right next to it, there is another chart which is giving the comparisons of the other cities where the casinos came up and how it drives the prices of rental values upward. So if you can see Las Vegas, Nevada, the capital values that you are seeing are on the dark blue side, and the short-term rent per night in USD that you are seeing on the right hand side. So the capital values, since the advent of casino, it rises up to 1567, all right, price per square feet, of course, and the short-term night in USD have increased to 409. So let's take another example. Currently in Al Marjan, this is an old report. This is a previous year report. So I'll share with you the current report, like what is the average rental ongoing in Marjan Island. So this is the RAC TDA report, the Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority. It has been posted over the internet. You can search it out for yourself as well. But let me explain it to you briefly so that we can have a clarity what is actually happening from 2023 versus 2024. So this is actually the half one, the H1 report of 2024 comparing to the H1 of 2023. So as you can see, the 2023 visitors arrival and versus 2024, there has been a significant increase of 3.4%. So as you can see, the guest nights, that has also been increased if we compare it from 2023 to 2024 H1. So this is the best part. If you really want to understand that what kind of demographics are coming in and why this will hold a value in the future. So if you are seeing the numbers here, it is giving us a clear indication that they're mostly the people who are coming to Marjan Island are the international visitors. You know, whenever there is an international crowd coming into a certain area, that drives the market up. And this is not your normal crowd who has been visiting Dubai. These are the richest of the richest people who loves to enjoy beaches, and they are willing to pay the good price for ultra luxury experience which has been provided in Marjan Island. So as you can see, these are the clear numbers that are telling us, that are giving us the indication that the less number of domestic arrivals are actually visiting Marjan Island as compared to the international crowd. The international crowd are always the crowd who will drive the prices up. They are willing to pay the best price for a good experience. So this is the data that has been showing us that international crowd has been dominating when it comes to visiting Marjan Island. So this chart shows us that what are the top nationalities that are continuously visiting Marjan Island. So this is the best part. This data clearly shows us that what is the occupancy rate currently happening in Marjan Island and what is the average room rate. So if you can see it over the screen, the average room rate has been increased since 2023 to 2024. So this is not even the season months. In the season months, the rate will come close to the double of this price. So if you can see over the screen, the 590 dirhams per night has been increased from 2023. It's a 10% increase in the price value of a per night stay. And also, if you can see the very good part, that the length of stay, the average length of stay has also been increased. So this clearly indicates us that a lot of people who are coming to Marjan Island are those people are not just your normal tourist people. The people who are investing in Marjan Island, they are actually willing to see, they are willing to experience the beach life of Marjan, and they are actually having a very closer look of the wind developments with their own eyes. So the room revenues have been increased from 9.7%, and the total revenues have been increased from 7.7%. Average length of stay, uh, I have supposed that it decreases because of one reason, is because that in the off-season months, Dubai gets very hot, the UAE itself gets very hot. So that is the main reason, but it's not a very significant change. So this data also clearly indicates the full comparison of UAE market. So if you can see the rack revenues and average daily rate. So this orange line that you're seeing is 2023, and this pink line that you're seeing is 2024. So if you can compare it, the rack market is also increasing, but of course, yes, Abu Dhabi is leading the figures by the numbers, and the revenues that are coming up in Abu Dhabi, it's crazy right now. But the Abu Dhabi market is a very different market. They also have very good developments coming up there. The Abu Dhabi giant Aldar have been taking over a lot of developments in Marjan Island as well. They have taken over the Al Hamra Mall. So it clearly indicates us that if these giant government developers are getting into the market, they must be seeing some very good returns out of it, and they must be seeing some future. And they have those insights, and these government developers have a very big research and development team who, whenever they are entering into the market, they do not want to make a mistake. And also, if they are including investment portfolio, if they are including the investors from around the world, they want their investors to always stay with them. So this is very clear that Ras Al Khaimah market is, without casino, is also increasing year on year basis. We are yet to see the H2 report of 2024, but I believe if we compare it from 2023, the rates will go from 590 to 1200 dirhams per night on an average. In some hotels, the rates are going on 1500 dirhams per night as well. So this is a very crazy return. So if you take a property of 1.8 million dirham on a 2100 dirham price per square foot, and it's giving you a 1500 dirham per night, and you calculate it and multiply on 30 days, and if you multiply it with the 6 months, which is the season months, you will have a very crazy returns on your property and your investment property portfolio. So if you can see this data again, that 600,000 visitors have arrived in Ras Al Khaimah. I've shown you a report in the start of the video in which the 2023 figures were crossing 1.2 million visitors in a year. So by the time the casino will be handed over, we are expecting by the government projections with the research and development teams, they are taking the case studies of the previous cities where the casino, when they came, how many visitors have increased, how the revenues have increased. So we are expecting a very conservative figure of 3.3 million visiting Ras Al Khaimah by the time of casino will be handed over and fully active. And I have already shared with you in my past video that there are currently 6,000 to 6,500 hotel keys available right now, and there are around 9,700 more residential apartments, hotels, holiday villas are coming up into the market. There are currently 25 to 30 developments ongoing in Marjan Island, but the question remains same: which development to pick, which is the best investment? So there is a lot of competition came up since the Wynn Casino license news, but now we are seeing a lot of people inquiring about Ras Al Khaimah properties, what is available, because I get calls every day through my marketing department, through YouTube and through Instagram, that people are actually looking very closely into this market. Whereas before 2-3 years ago, there were not many people who believed that it is going to happen. Okay, so now the best part. What are the best developments to look into? What are the best developers? Who is offering the best payment plans, the investor friendly payment plans, and which of the developments that I personally have helped a lot of investors invest into it. And by looking into the numbers, the renders, the construction qualities, the amenities, which are the specific development that will stand out by the time everything will be developed and active by 2027 to 2028. So if you can see it over the screen that these are the developments that are ongoing in Marjan Island. I have shown this image in my past presentation as well, but just for the clarity, a lot of people who are actually looking into my channel are very new, and a lot of people who are contacting me are very new to the market. So just for the sake of clarity, let me just explain it to you, which are the key developments that I personally recommend. The people who have invested in address residences in Dubai as well, they are making crazy returns. But the people who have invested in the Marjan Island address residences, the prices started from 1.7 to 1.8, and now whatever the units are available, there are some very key units still available of the bigger size layouts, but those are starting from somewhere what 3.5 to 3.6 million. Another key development that I personally recommend is JW Marriott. And JW Marriott by Wow Resorts is walking distance to the Wynn Casino. And if you have seen the renders of JW Marriott, it's amazing. It's amazing the kind of the development they are coming up with. They are building a hotel and the residences. But a lot of people who are familiar with JW brand, they really know. So they have picked up the bulk units inside that building. There are very few units left. So you have to get in touch to know more about this. Nikki Beach Residences. Eldar is now, for the past few months, we have sold a lot of Eldar because there were a crazy response. Eldar have launched the Rosso Bay and Nikki Beach, and they came up with like 3 to 4 buildings, and it has been completely sold out now. Now they are just finishing up with the Nikki Beach last building, and the prices are starting from somewhere 2.1 to 2.2 million for one bed. Nobu Residences by H&H Development, another government developer. It's amazing. It's the best investment there is. If anyone has picked up a unit in Nobu Residences, congratulations to them. Oceano, the Lux developer. Oceano has been known by their ultra luxury development in Palm Jumeirah, and whatever they are building in Marjan Island, it's amazing, and it will give them a very good return because, you know, in the island where every project is, most of the projects have the private beach access, but the project that will stand out through their amenities, the location, the construction quality, and the service. So there is another key development that I want you to have a very close look on, Estera Interiors by Aston Martin. It's again, we have very few inventory left in those projects. And there is another project which have a very good location, but those are the hotel apartments. This is the Unexpected, managed by Ushuaia, developed by Almal Real Estate Developments. Have a very good location. It's right opposite to the JW Marriott. Cala Del Mar by Ellington Properties. I'm afraid there is nothing available in Cala Del Mar. It has been sold out. See, Ellington is known for their quality, and they have built up their huge network of investors. Now they have come up with a very new launch in Marjan Island named as Playa del Sol, and it was launched in 2 phases. In the first phase, it got booked on in 2-3 days time. The inventory got sold out. In second phase of the launch, they right now have very few units available, which are very promising. But you have to get in touch to know more about this. So these are the key developments. This is a chart for the price per square foot right now available for these developments, in which the address is standing at 2,700, Nikki Beach at 2,500, Estera by Aston Martin at 2,750, Cala Del Mar at 2,950, Nobu Residences at 2,600, and the Oceano at 2,661. So the question remains, are these expensive? If the prices are not as high as Dubai. I have a very interesting investor contacted me, and he had some reservations about Ras Al Khaimah Marjan Island. And when I showed him the numbers of what is actually happening in Dubai in these specific brands, what they have developed in Dubai. So these are very ultra luxury brands. And right now, the resale market is very much unknown in Marjan Island. We can't say, we can't promise that we can resell the property in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years before the handover, because it's very new. It has yet to prove its own secondary demand, because there are no track records right now in Marjan Island of reselling. But as far as the rentals are concerned, this will depend on the kind of demographics will be jumping into the island by the time the casino will be handed over. And you have already seen what happened in Macau, what happened in Vegas, what happened in Singapore. So the kind of people who comes to Wynn Casino, those are not your normal crowd. Those are very different, rich kind of people who are willing to lose $100,000 a night, $500,000 a night, and they brag about it. So these are the people who are willing to pay the high price for a quality experience. But the last thing before I end this video, there is another very interesting development by Shoba, who are known as the very quality developer of Dubai, known as the Palace Makers. They are developing a private island, just like Marjan. When it was launched at 1600, 1700 price per square feet at that time. They have launched their private island with the mansions of 5 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and 6 bedrooms, and they have apartments as well. Currently, I believe their apartments are very undervalued, and it's priced at 2100 dirhams price per square feet. Since the license news, the sales of apartment in Sinia Islands by Shoba have really picked up, and a lot of people are picking up the bulk units, because the people who couldn't get the opportunity to pick up a unit at a good price in Marjan Island, now they are focusing towards Al Quwain, where the Shoba is bringing up the development. And it's amazing development. You can get in touch with me. I can tell you all the details, or you can see my video on Sinia Islands. I have made the 2 parts, so you can have a quick look on the presentation, so you will have an idea what kind of renders they are coming up with. So let's conclude this. I can send you all the presentations that I've shown you over the screen. My WhatsApp number is mentioned in the description. Thank you for watching. Matlu Ahmed Khan, Yawn and Tristle.